Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Jimmy, I'm with Tropicana Golf. In the last video I played a few holes and I put you through the process of what goes on in my mind while I'm playing. Because tips are great, but tips only work when playing golf. So you have to have the mindset while you are playing in order to play well. I'm going to take you through probably the 4 hardest holes here at Villaverde in San Dimas. We have a par 3, a long par 4, a dogleg left par 4, and then a long par 5. This is by far the longest holes and the hardest holes. I'm going to show you what to do when the times get tough and how to break it down and play consistent golf, which is what I think everybody wants to do. And in order to be good, you must play consistent. One thing that happens to a lot of people, including myself, in these high pressure situations, these crazy shots come out. Sometimes we slice, sometimes we hook, sometimes we chunk it, sometimes we thin it. You need to play consistent. I don't think that you have to hit perfect shots every time, because that's not possible. But what you need to do is have a consistent rhythm where you say, okay, my ball is going to do this. It's going to fade every single time. If you can get away from hooking one and slicing the next, you're going to play more consistent. My miss is a pull, meaning the club comes out here, I swing through, ball goes left. It's terrible. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. I think that I'm better off playing a fade, which is a little baby slice. A lot of people play slices. They don't know how to get out of it. It's okay. You can do that as long as it's consistent every time. My goal in this video is not score. My goal is to hit consistent shots, meaning I will not hit a ball that hooks. Okay, great. Now how do you do that? Well, for starters, you open your stance a little bit. This is neutral, this is closed, this is open. My left foot is a little bit further back. I have a lot of room right in here. I still want to keep my head behind the ball. Let me go ahead and tee this up so you can see it. You want to keep your head, let's do it this way so you can see it better. My head behind the ball. If I'm hitting it that way, I keep my head here, okay? When you get through the ball this way, that's when the club starts going left, meaning the ball goes left. Now you can start it left as long as it fades back. So I'm going to open my stance a little bit. I'm still going to play it back in my stance. I'm going to turn back, and from here, I'm going to keep my head behind the ball and follow through, okay? I want to start it on the left and have it fade back to the right. I'm not doing too much. This is a 180-yard par 3. I have a 6-iron. So I take it back, I turn into the ball, and I release down my line. I will not miss any balls left, okay? I go back, I start with my lower body on the way down, and then my arms. I do not start with my arms causing it to go left. That's a big deal. A lot of people start here. It's here and then here. Let's do it this way. Go back, here. Boom, boom. And I rehearse this in my mind. Hand on the tee box, bump and turn. Bump and turn. Back, bump and turn. Okay, it's not back, slide and turn. It's back, bump and turn. Back, bump and turn. Okay, let's start it. Here we go. Get to the back of the ball, back, bump and turn. Here we go. Back, bump and turn. Back, bump, turn. Good. So I missed it right, which is perfect. That's what I want to do. All my balls are going to go right. That's on the green, not terrible. I'm right of the pin, but I did what I wanted to do. I didn't miss left. So let's go see. I'm going to run this live. I'm not going to edit it at all. You're gonna see everything. I'm not playing for birdies on every hole. I'm not trying to impress anybody with score here. I just want you to know that golf is a lot easier and a lot better if you are consistent. Consistent with your good shots and consistent with your misses. Everything ends up on the same side of the golf course. You're not going left, then going right, going left again. Everything's just over here, this way, right. I think that's very, very important because you have confidence as to what the ball is going to do. So I'm on the green. I hit a 6-iron 180 where I would normally hit a 7-iron because the pin's in the front. I had 180 to the middle of the green, so I had probably 169 to the front. That's a 8 or a 7-iron all day, but I smoothed the 6. There's the ball up there on the right side, right there. I'm going to put the camera behind the pin so you can see what's happening here. Now, this is a technique that's good, I mean, for all golfers really, but if you're in the high 90s, low hundreds, play like this more often and you'll get away from the big scores, I promise. So this is a long putt. I'm going to make this putt flat out, but I do want to get it close. So I know that everything's going this way. I can see it going this way. So I'm going to give myself some room for error and start it up here on the right. And I'm going to get in the, I'm going to keep my head, and I'm going to keep my head down. Never looked up. Okay, good. That's a 1.5 foot putt. Hopefully you can see this. It's not a gimme because it's downhill. There's a par. That was pretty effortless. I wasn't aggressive. I didn't try to, hammer that birdie putt in. I took what the course gave me. I took my par, and now I keep going. And if you want to get away from those big scores, respect the course and respect your ability or inability, which is just as important. Now we're going to go to a par 4. Now, this place is not your typical golf course. It's tough. Every hole has out of bounds. Every hole has out of bounds. So right away, I got to keep this ball in bounds. I can't hit it out of bounds. If I make bogey, fine, but I will not hit it out of bounds. So that requires a little precision and a little bit of respect of, I'm not going to try to bomb this thing. Going through a tunnel here. So I'll show you the hole, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. We got some people out in front of us, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Now, here we go. It's a par 4. You can see it way down there. Tee box is back here. You see that it's way out there. It's 400 and something. You have a lake, you have OB left, and you have OB right. So you have to be in the fairway, like you must. So right away I know, okay, I need to be a little bit more conservative. So I'm going to take a 3-iron, which I feel is consistent, and I will play it to the middle of the fairway. Hold, please. Now my cigar's out. Great. I need somebody to be out here lighting my cigars. Okay, this is going to be in the shade, so it's going to be a little darker, but you can deal with it. We're going to live. Here we go. There's the tee box there. Okay, so I want to start one on the left for sure and have it come back right. I do not want to hook one by any means left, which would mean this. This is a hook, and this is a slice, or this is a slice, I should say, from the outside with an open face. So I take it back, my hand, my right hand, this goes back like this, so I'm showing you an open hand. I bump and turn. Back, bump, and turn. Ball stays in front of my head. Back, bump, and turn. Okay? Let's look at it. I got a lot of room over there. I'm going to start it on the left. I'm going to take it back, bump, and turn. Not trying to do too much. Perfect. Ball starts left, fades back, middle of the fairway. I didn't hammer it, but I wasn't trying to hammer it. All I want to do is keep it on the short grass and give myself a chance. A lot of people, driver, driver, driver. That's fine. If you're 100% consistent with it, do it. I'm not. I get a little eager, I get a little egotistical, and I go, watch this. Sometimes you have to swallow your pride and go, I'm playing for a par, or I'm playing for bogey. Get into that mindset. If you're shooting 105, 110, or even 100, 98, whatever, swallow your pride a little, man. Keep that ball in play, and you're gonna see the scores come down big time. Because a ball out of bounds is no good. That doesn't help you at all. It hurts you tremendously, and from there, you can't recover. From here, I don't know. I might not get it on the green on my second shot, but I have a chance. And even if I leave it short, I'll show you, even if I leave it short, I can still get up and down for 4, which is the goal. So I'm beyond 200. So I hit that about 200. That was a 3-iron. I hit about 200 yards. I'm short of 200. So I have a good 200 and, I don't know, 15 yards, which is a lot. That's a lot of club to hit. I have a little time because they're still on the green. So I'm going to light my cigar again because I enjoy it. This is a Nobleza. Nobleza cigar. Absolutely marvelous. If you're interested in cigars, you like cigars, you're a cigar aficionado, check out noblezatobacco.com. And noblezatobacco.com. And for a discount, use Tropicana 15. I got my little cigar holder here from Cigars and Pars. Let's get back to it. So 215 yards. Now, I could roast a 3-iron and hope to God it gets on, or I can hit a 6-iron, which I know won't get there, but I know it's going to be in play, and it'll give me a chance to get up and down for 4. This is a super long hole. I can't be too crazy about it. I need to just remember to get it up there and keep it on the short grass. That's it. That's your main goal. How do I do that? Hit conservative shots. I don't want to hit it outright, and I don't want to hit it left. I want to hit it to that shadow. Make the game easier. Let's go through the thoughts again. Right hand. I think, because I'm right hand dominant, I think with this hand, you're supposed to think with this hand. I can't do anything with this hand. This hand is like just, in life, I don't even drive with it. I can't do much with this. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. So I take this right hand and I do this. And from here, I bump and sweep, okay? That's a good way to think. I turn, bump, and sweep. turn, let's do it this way so you can see it. Turn, bump, sweep. Turn, bump, sweep. I like that. Just thought of that. Turn, bump, and sweep. Looks something like this. Head behind the ball, turn, bump, and sweep. I feel like that's productive. I'm going to start it on the left and let it get right. Okay, so I'm going to even aim at the left bunker. See the left bunker over there? I'm going to start it over there, and I'm going to let it do its job and come back right. I'm not going to hit it to the green. Nowhere near it. I know this already. So at this point I've surrendered, and I said I'm going to try to make par using my short game. Bottom line. One more time. Turn, bump, sweep. Here we go. Turn, bump, and sweep. I have a little bit of an open stance, the head behind the ball, turn, bump, and sweep. Started at the bunker, on the right side. It's in the shadow, exactly where I wanted. Now, first I have to fill my divot. So we take this, and no, this is not a urinal. Take this and fill it. Perfect. So I've done what I was wanting to do, and that's keep the ball on the grass. Is it super aggressive? Not at all. Most people would go for that. And good luck to you. And if you have that 215 yard dead straight 3-iron, use it and play it. For me, I feel more comfortable doing less with more room for error. You have to limit your mistakes. And by limiting your mistakes, it keeps you in the game. I hit it past the shadow, which is awesome. Here we go. And look at it, it worked out even better for me. It's right up by the green. Okay, this is a long hole. This is, like I said, 400 and, I misspoke, it's 412 yards. Long enough, okay? Long enough where driver is a play, but I didn't use a driver. Okay, so we're going here. You see the ball. The pin is a little hard to see because it's in the shadows there, but you get the point. So there it is. I'm just gonna hit, I use a 69-degree wedge. Okay, 69 degree. Now I have a little bit of a distance to hit it. There's various methods of how you can chip. What's been working for me well from this distance, okay, I'm gonna give you two different scenarios. From this distance, I play the ball back in my stance by my back foot. I put my weight forward and I take the club up and I run it into the ball, just like this. Now, if I was very, very close to the green, I would line up and I would putt it, a putting stroke, okay? But this is a little bit further away. I need to get a little something on it, so I play it back, my weight forward, up, and run it into the ball. And all I want to do is get it on the green and give myself a chance to make a putt. That's it. Ball goes back of my stance, my weight forward towards the pin. I lift the club up and I run it into the ball. That's it. Nothing aggressive. Weight forward and just run it into the ball. It runs up there. I have a 4-footer. I have a 4-footer for par. I hit 2 irons and a 69-degree wedge, and I never at any point was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna hit this out of bounds. I'm gonna ruin my round. I'm gonna ruin the hole. I'm left with a 4 or 5-footer uphill. I'm okay with that. And I live to play another hole. If I bogey it, hey, I bogey it. It's okay. This is a very, very hard hole. Some of them will be easier than this. And if I can have a chance to par the hard holes, that means the easy holes will be even easier. So there's my ball. There, 5.5 feet, maybe 6 feet, maybe 7 feet, whatever. It looks closer from over there. But like I said, it's a very tough hole. All I want to do is keep myself in the game. Let me study this so I can give you a true, looks like everything's going that way. Everything's funneling that way. So the ball's either gonna stay perfectly straight or just move a touch that way. Not trying to do too much. I just can't smoke it by the hole. Get to the back of the ball, keep my head behind the ball, and just run the club ball all the way through. Let's get it close, not past it. Not great, but that's a makeable putt. It did go past it. Here's a bogey putt. Okay, so I made a bogey. Okay? I wasn't guaranteed that putt by any means. It's a uphill 7-footer. It broke. It's okay. I'm okay with the bogey. And if I get a few more chances to make that par, I will. So play for that and play for the next hole. This one's done. Don't worry about it. You made a bogey. It's cool. You can get it back. The next hole is tough also. It requires another iron off the tee because it is a complete dog leg left. It's 90 degrees and you're gonna see it. Hold please. This thing's almost out again. Too much talking, not enough smoking. Dog leg lefts are the slicer's nightmare because you got nowhere to go. You have to hit the shot that the hole requires. And some of us don't have that right to left shot. We only hit it right to left. So we're gonna have to make do with what we got. Okay, I'm gonna show you the hole and I'm gonna come back and make my club selection. It's a par 4. Here's the tee box. If you see the map there, let me show you the map on the concrete block. This is why they call it a dog leg. Or as Pollo says, duck left. Let me show you here. See that? That's the hole. So you have to hit one around that bend. They're going towards the green. So right there, or just like here to here, is a good shot. But how do you do it? Let's see. Here's the tee box. So you have to start one. Let's see if I can do this. You have to start one on this side and have it come down this way. So I want to aim, what's over there? Let's see if I can get there's a bunker there. Start it at the bunker and fade it back. So my total distance is 368 yards as the bird flies. So it's going to be a little bit longer than that. So I need to hit a 200-yard shot. Okay, 200-yard shot means what? 5-iron? 3-iron? Well, I know my 5-iron can go 200 when I roast it. My 3-iron, I can hit it good with room for error and it'll still go 200. So I'm gonna hit a 3-iron and I'm gonna start it on the left side and I'm going to play it back to the middle of the fairway. The only thing I don't want to do is hit the ball left with a hook. I cannot afford that. So I'm going to start it at that bunker like we talked about. Let me get a tee. Here's a tee. Try to use a recycled one so we don't keep breaking tees. We're here, we're good. There's a couple trees out there. I'm going to aim at those trees right there. The bunker is still a good line. Here we go again. My right hand goes back this way. I bump and sweep. Turn back, bump and sweep. Bump and sweep. Let's do it with the club. Turn back, bump and sweep. Okay, here we go. Head behind the ball, turn, bump, and sweep. I'm still playing the ball back in my stance, but my head is behind the ball. Turn back, bump, and sweep. Turn back, bump, sweep. That's a great ball. It's low, it's good, it's in the middle of the fairway. I didn't miss left. I'm giving myself a chance. So I've hit, I don't know, how many balls was that? 6, 5, and I haven't missed anything left. That's my goal for today. That's my goal always. Be consistent with your misses. Is that a perfect shot? No. Could I hit a better shot? For sure. But is that okay for what I'm doing? 100%. I'm on the fairway and I'm giving myself a chance to hit the ball on the green on my second shot. It's a longer shot for sure because it's a dog leg left, but I have a chance. So let's go see what it is, where it is, and we'll walk through it. That was a 3-iron. I hit it 212 yards. I could have hit the 5-iron the same, but I would have had to swing super hard. And when you swing super hard, there's always room for error. That was an easy shot. It was kind of effortless. Just turn back, bump, and sweep. I really, really like that. I really like that swing thought. I think it's easy for everybody to remember, including myself. Turn back, bump, and sweep. Let's see where the ball is. It should be right in through here. Might have ran through the fairway. I might have hit it too hard. Hopefully it did, so I have a little bit different shot. Is that it right there? There it is. So I missed it by 3 yards. Let's turn around and take a look at what we got. So there's the tee box up there. The ball landed right here and ran through there. So I hit it too hard. Now I've kind of jailed myself a little bit. The ball is right there. The pin is up there. But guess what? That monster, I have to keep it below that tree. I have 100 and there's the marker back there. I have 150 yards from there. So let's call this 130 yards. Okay, 130 yards with this giant tree. I have to keep it low. 130 yards for me is a pitching wedge. But I can't hit a pitching wedge because it'll hit the tree. So what do? I take an 8-iron. And I'll show you how I do it. Let's do it this way so we can see it. Let's put the ball right there. There's the ball. It's a funny lie. Funny how? Like I'm a clown? You can see the ball right there. Okay. I know I got to keep it low. This is fluffy. Look how fluffy this is. So I can't hit it high. So I can't take a swing that makes the ball go high. Play it back in my stance towards my back foot. Weight forward again, kind of like that chip shot. I go up, boom, and hit the back of the ball into the ground. And it's a punch shot, like a trap shot, but a trap shot would be from the fairway. So I go up, my weight is still forward, and I just hit the back of the ball into the ground. It'll keep the ball low, but give it the velocity it needs. Now, I have a bunker. Let me show you the hole and explain it to you. I have a bunker here on the left, and I have a bunker there on the right. Right here in the shadow, where is it? Right here is great. Okay, the pin's way in the back. I can chip it and be okay. So let's see what we got. Let's try it. You can see the ball's buried there. Ball's buried. Play it back in my stance and punch it. This is 130 yards, so I don't have to swing hard. And if I leave it short of the green even, it's okay. I don't have to get it all the way there. As long as my shot is good enough to be able to hit again, I'm okay. Let's go through it. This is when it counts. Weight forward, ball back in my stance. I lift the club. I don't rotate much. I lift the club and smash it into the back of the ball, hitting the ball before I hit the ground. Okay? Whatever happens, happens. If it's short, I'm okay. I'm not going to hit it past the pin. Ball in the back of my stance, weight forward, head down, hit the ball first. Good. It stays low. I didn't mess with the tree. It's rolling, 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 rolling. Guess what? It's on the green. I took an 8-iron and I punched it. Gave myself a chance. That wasn't a very hard shot. I walked you through it. I didn't do anything else other than what I told you. And it worked. Let's go look at it and I'll show you what I mean. It's all about playing the shot that is given. You must respect what the course is making you do. You're not going to hit every fairway. You're not going to hit every green. You're going to have some hard shots, and you got to learn to deal with it. So let's go look. Let's go look. I did hit it on the green, so I'm taking my putter. Yeah, it might be off. Oh no, it's on. So I hit it from back up there. It rolled up, and there's the ball. And guess what? I'm right of the pin. It never went left. So there it is. There's the pin. Let's put the flag back over here. The tripod back over here so you can see the putt. You can tell that there's a street down there and there's a mountain up there. So that means this is downhill. This is a downhill putt. All right, so what does that mean? That means the ball's gonna roll and continue to roll. So respect it. A par is a great score. A bogey is not the end of your round. So what do we want to do? We want to make sure that I have a chance to make a par. This is downhill and it's funneling that way. So I'm going to start it on the left side of the hole and let it break down. Now the pace is what you have to learn. How hard do I have to hit it to get to the hole? I know this ball is rolling. If you've ever seen a ball roll downhill, it goes and it goes and it goes and it goes, and it's very, very hard to stop. So I know I don't have to hit it very hard. It's going to get there. So start it on the left, keep my head behind the ball, and I take a practice swing like this. And I just feel how hard would I have to roll this ball in order to get it there. I'd have to roll it that hard. Let's try it. Head down, behind the ball, and roll it. Shooter. Listen, you're not going to make those putts. But if you go through the process of it, and you're inside my head, you know exactly what I'm thinking. So think it and do it. Now here's the cool part about golf. That bogey that I made just on the last hole, I just got it back. Easy. Didn't do too much. Didn't hit a perfect drive. Didn't hit a perfect second shot. Hit a perfect putt. But you saw the mindset and you saw the mentality of what I'm doing. And if you can do that and consistently play to that ability, respecting what the course is giving you, you're going to become a much better player. If you have any questions, please let me know. Comment below. I'm not going to go through the whole smash the subscribe button, this and the other. Do what you want. I'm making these tips for myself and for you so that you can get in the mind of somebody playing golf. I hope this helps you, and I'll see you soon.